Well, hello, my single solitary viewer. I hope you've enjoyed the Bakushin song. Let me open the jukebox so I can end this carnage. Whew. Okay. That has become a meme song. Okay. So, welcome to Umamusume. Probably just the one stream, but I've got let's get out of here. I've got some hoist goyles, but because one of the hoist goyles passed away in early August, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do a career run honoring that said hoist, and that hoist is Grass Wonder, as you guessed by the title of the stream. If you're watching the archive, for those not very familiar, I'll try to explain a little bit what Umamusume is all about. They're horse girls and idols somehow, but mostly horse girls, and you, the player, are their trainer to help them, do great in their career. And the goal of the career is to win the URA finale, which is the Umamusume Racing Academy finale. And they call this the beginning, despite the fact that it's also the finale. Hello, cat. Hello. So all of these are hoist goyles, based on real horses from Japanese horse racing history. So you got Special Week, Silent Suzuka, Tokai Teo, of course the extremely viral Gold Chip, and we'll be playing as for Grass Wonder, of course. And all of these are great champions of history, except for one, which is Haru Urara. Haru Urara is special because she has never, ever won a race. I am not a weeboo. I'm here for the racing, cat. I'm not here for the hoist goyles. I'm actually here for the racing. So this game actually hits a lot of different areas, and as you know, I do a lot of racing games of various types, racing sim managers, and this hits my racing sim manager bug. This is what it gets here. All right, so I was explaining that all these hoist girls are real hoists from history, and Grass Wonder right here, the real Grass Wonder, died at the beginning of the last month, but beginning of August. And had a great life, born in 1995 and died at the ripe old age. So died of old age at 30, which is pretty much, that means, like, you know, that horse lived a long and full life, and also had a glorious career that we will be trying to replicate here, where instead of being an actual horse, they will be a horse girl, and instead of being a male horse, they will be a horse girl, because all the horses, male or female, in reality, all become hoist girls, who are also idols. Where, you know, this is where the weeboos come in, I guess. That's gonna really please those people. All right, but before we start the career of Grass Wonder, there's something special about Grass Wonder that I want to accomplish. In real life, Grass Wonder had won the Arima Kinen right here twice in a row, back to back, 1 year after the other, and I want to replicate this. And if I can, of course, win the Umamusume Racing Academy finale as well. Do as good a run for Grass Wonder as I can. And we need to gain fans and stuff. But, so here's the thing. There's races here that are medium and races that are long. And if we look at Grass Wonder's actual basic skills, medium is a B. And so when you go from A to B, that's a minus 10% penalty, and it's going to be very, very difficult to win. Hello, Vera! Great to see you again. Glad you could come by. So I was saying, going from A to B is a 10% penalty in terms of performance, which is actually a huge penalty. So imagine if, we went from A to F. I think that's a 90% penalty. It's really, really rough. Trying to win something, like if we tried to win a sprint with Grass Wonder, that's basically impossible. Because, you know, the Grass Wonder is quite ill-suited to win sprints. But in the career, we'll need to successfully win medium races with Grass Wonder. So we're going to have to fix this as we select the next part of the thing, which is selecting the legacies. So as their trainer, you basically, you could say it's a breeding system. This goes deep like Pokemon stuff, right? So when you breed with Pokemon, there's inheritance systems and all that kind of stuff, and all this deep strategy comes into play right here as well. Yeah, well, I mean, they could stay for the Hoist Girls. You'll find that Hoist Girls, there's only one thing better than Hoist Girls. It's anime Hoist Girls, and there's only one thing better than anime Hoist Girls. It's anime Hoist Girls with running animations. So, you know, stay tuned. So I wouldn't normally do the auto select for, oh, this is great. Actually, I don't have to work hard at all because the B that had a medium is now an A, and this is perfect. This is what I need. Previously, in my previous attempts, not on stream, just privately, in my previous attempts to make Grass Wonder careers, I had to really work hard to find good lineages in order to create an A at medium for medium distance races. Yeah. Well, the breeding system, Cat, it does not happen with the trainers. So it's you don't see anything of the breeding. This is about as much of the breeding you see. It's a selection screen, and then you click next, and then the breeding has happened. And then in terms of training, the Umamusume, the horse goyle, you have support cards, so friends. Because, of course, the only way to train, or the most efficient way to train in life, or especially when we're talking about Hoist Goyles, using the power of friendship, right, is what makes the best training. So you need to find some good friends that will be, you know, the helpers for your Hoist Girl. Now, since I'm a free-to-play player, I don't have a lot of support card choices. So this is what I'll go with. These are the cards I have pretty much. I don't have that much of a large selection. Yeah, I did know that Dog is a big fan of hoist racing because I talked to him about this game last month, a month ago. And he told me that he had been playing some real horse racing sims and not horse racing where, you know, they're real horses, but they become anime waifus. Like Umamusume. Now we have two choices here in the career mode because there's like text, as you see. This is Trasen Academy. And we have the option to skip all that text because there's a lot of it. So, as people who are in chat and are enjoying the stream, do you want me to skip through the story parts, or do you want to actually see a little bit of the story? The story is somewhat inspired by Grass Wonder's career, but the real-life career, right? And their real-life rivals and so on. But also... is just a random script, imaginary script with Trasen Academy and trainers and all that kind of stuff. What was his reaction? You know, Dog, he has such strong reactions to everything, Cat. So I could shorten all events and... Well, okay, yeah, okay. Well, I think it's going to be possible for me to actually, reopen the skipping menu, and if we change our mind later on, we can change our mind. So our first inspiration phase happens, and this is the inheritance system from the inheritance, the Hoist Girls we chose for the breeding, quote unquote, for the inheritance. Our Grass Wonder here has inherited some traits. They will inherit more if we make it far enough. But Grass Wonder is a gentle Umamusume whose calm demeanor conceals an unshakable will. With the word determination, can I read? That is the question. Yeah, or you could think of the hoist waifus as racing cars that you have to feed actual grass to. With the word determination etched into her heart, her journey to the top begins in the Twinkle series. And by the way, if you want more horse waifus, they have 4 seasons of anime for this stuff. so there's a lot to watch if you're really into it. Skill points 120, and by the way, the second season is actually really quite good, and that's all I saw. And apparently the 4th season, the Cinderella Grey Oguri Cap season, is also quite good. So the 2nd and 4th, if you when I arrive at work in the morning, ready to start the day, Tazuna Hayakawa, the director's secretary, approaches me. Good morning, trainer. It's finally time to start working through training, isn't it? I'm not making female voices. That would be terrible for all of your ears combined. You wouldn't survive. Together, you'll strengthen your bodies and minds as you forge an inseparable bond. I'm certain you'll have the most fruitful time together. If you're able to achieve consistent results, you may even earn a Grade 1 title, the very pinnacle of racing. I shall do my best. I'm sure you will. And this game, by the way, since it's a gacha game, has made billions and billions of dollars already. No, don't be sorry. I was pleased with the quality of the animation, and it's cute. I needed stuff to watch, and yeah, I'm afraid her contract with you may be canceled. Oh. That makes these 3 years a critical period for her. Please work together and find a way to make it through. Yes, ma'am. First things first, you should probably start training for the upcoming Make debut, which is perfect English. Well then, off you go. Yeah, well, I can't have Fang voice all of the hoist goyles. As you can hear, they already have voices. They already have voice actresses. Okay, so let's go into the training and rapidly go over the stats. These stats here serve different functions in the races. And obvious, the first one is speed. And as you can imagine, speed is somewhat useful in races. I hope I don't have to explain why that is. Now, races have a finish line, and if you actually want to reach the finish line, stamina is actually going to come in handy. So this stamina is your ability to get to the finish line. Now, there are some hoist girls for whom stamina is less important. I'm talking namely about sprinters. Grass Wonder is not a sprinter. Grass Wonder is a long distance hoist goyle, and so medium and long distance. So stamina will be required. Power is the acceleration and the ability to overtake other hoist goyles. Guts is basically the mental willpower to keep going. How do I say this? Sometimes, it's a question of willpower to reach the finish line. That's the way I understand it. And wit comes in when they try to use special skills, because of course there are special skills. The more wit you have, or the hoist girl has, the better they are at using said skills. And if they have less than 100 wit, they basically never can use skills. Yes, they only have 2 legs. Yeah. All right. So basically the goal here is going to be to train these hoist girls. And as you see in the top over here are the ones who are assisting in training. So you want to be able to train the parts where you see as many of these friends as you can, and train what is probably the most important stat, speed, is what we're going to be training right here. So we need to get going here. So the energy went down and the friendship went up because we trained with some friends. No, there's no running with jumps. You haven't seen a lot of horse racing, have you? Well, actually, there are. Well, it's not a race in the Olympics with the obstacle course stuff. It's a different discipline. Attention all trainers! I will soon make an announcement with significant implications to your future. Be sure not to miss it. I can't read these things. Greetings, members of the press. Thank you all for coming. Listen well, I have gathered you here for an important announcement, says the director. Director, you have to stand on the box or else they won't be able to see you because the director is about as tall as Cat is. There you go. All right, this seems okay. Well then, from the top. Listen well, I, the director of Trasen Academy, hereby announce the establishment of a new race, the urinary tract finale. The URA finale. No, there's no jumping. All right, let's skip a little bit of that story because there was an announcement. We know about the announcement. This is what I meant about skipping. There will be an event where any and all Umamusume can compete. Respect, honor, recognition will be all of theirs for the taking. Chance at glory for all Umamusume? Yes, because all Umamusume, without exception, all dream of racing. Yes, this is getting interesting, says the reporter. Can you believe it? The sudden announcement of the URA finale rocks the racing world. Immediately afterward, an information session is held for everyone at Trasen Academy. Do I really? By the time I make it to the gymnasium, there's stuff happening. And we heard about the big fact that it was an announcement. I'm running through this because it's an announcement. All right, there will be time for questions after the director's address. We need more addresses? It's just, there's a lot of this. Should I switch to skipping mode? The significance of the URA finale, we don't even know if I'm actually going to make it there, right? I could mess up this career so bad. I've successfully won the URA finale with a lot of horse goals. Never grass wonder, though. My beloved students and trainers, tell me, have you ever known regret? I want to win the Arimakinen. I want to conquer the Derby. I want to be the strongest Umamusume. Have you ever had dreams that you couldn't realize because the distance or track surface just wasn't right for you? Well, yes, the URA finale is a track made perfectly for our hoist girl that we choose, no matter which one. Hello, Dutch. You can distance yourself if you want, but this is a racing game sim, right? This is how you have to think of it. I'm not actually addicted to this. But it is a gacha game. If you're I'm free to play. I never put a dime in these types of games. But if you're the type of person that would be, would have chances of starting to spend stuff to get the hoist girl that you want in your scouting sessions or something, then do not play this game. Do not spend on the gacha stuff. Exactly. All right, so let's explain this little part. There's a little explanation point here, and this is important. That means this friend, Kita-san Black, might give us a hint on learning one of these skills, and that's pretty important. So you want to maximize the number of friends you're training with, and also get these hints if you can. And that way, you're going to raise your hoist girl's stats as efficiently as possible, and she will be able to dominate the rest of the racers. Ooh, Grass Wonder has gained a hint, and it's dodging danger, which I don't think I care about. I think dodging danger is not going to be useful, but it's a lottery thing. On a day off, I spot Grass Wonder and Hishi Amazon standing by the front gate. Oh, hello there, trainer. Hee hee. Do you have plans? Hishiyama and I are about to go buy some things for the dorm. Sorry, you always get stuck carrying bags. Nobody ever steps up. And if you want me to skip these, again, just mention it in the chat. It's really easy to get the skip on button. Whoops. Well, okay, this is what happened. I actually... It starts playing on its own. Well then, we won't turn down your generosity, says Grass Wonder. And they're about to go shopping, and they'll do stuff. Okay, I'll skip, because otherwise this career is never going to end. All right, well, let's just beat the sale rush. And look at all this stuff that we would have had to skip. All this story stuff. Who cares about stories? Cat, this is likely a one-time stream. I don't think we'll ever see Hoist Girls again on the channel unless, you know, people really, really ask for it. All right, let's see what we can train here. Oh, 3 friends with the speed. That's good. That's good. And our mood just went up. The mood up here is also quite important. If we manage to get the mood up to great, we're going to have significant bonuses during races. And if the mood goes down to awful, then we're going to have severe penalties during races, making it pretty hard to win. I mean, yes, there is free gambling, Cat, in this game, and that's because they want to give you a taste of the gambling, right? And then once you get a taste, it's even more difficult to turn down more gambling. It's a known strategy. All right. Let's do more training, because training is what this game is all about. I think I'm gonna do some power, because there's 3 friends. And increasing our friendship levels with these friends will enable friendship training, the most powerful type of training. We could have a hint for stamina, but I don't need more stamina because we already have a lot of stamina. So, whoops. Ooh, I misclicked and I almost went to the infirmary. So, doing some recreation to increase our Hoist Girls mood because I didn't find a training option I liked. It's easier to avoid gambling, Cat, when you don't actually have money to gamble. 3 friends for wit training. We're definitely doing that. Great success on the training. You'll note that wit training, their butts are seated in seats, so it's also a way of not using up their energy. Ooh, a charming condition. I don't know what that does. All right, we get hint. Ooh, 3 friends plus a hint at speed. That's good. That's good. Straight away recovery. Look at all these great friendship conversations they're having. Oh, now there's a rainbow glow around the training over here. So we've already activated friendship mode with... Is that Kitasan Black? That is Kitasan Black. Ooh, and those are good skills. A lot of these are good skills. But there's a failure rate of 18% if we try to train... Gamble without money? You mean they gamble but with other people's money? Yeah, they could do that, yeah. Alright, so there's the resting option here that I might use because 18% failure rate is... It's a big failure rate. I'm gonna risk it. I hope I don't fail. Success! Okay. Whew, that was a gamble. See, that's gambling. But now I have no choice but to rest. Let's observe your rivals closely. And now I have no choice but to rest. Gaining a 50 of energy, but the rest is kind of a gamble. Ideally, you want to kind of avoid the rest. Let's hand out these flyers together. God dang it. No, there hasn't been a race yet, but keep your eye on the number on the top left. It says 2 turns left until the race, run, and junior make debut. So we're spending several days here training the hoist girl to make her ready for her inaugural race, the make debut race. And that's when they'll be racing. But before the racing, there's training, right? Or before graduating in your make graduation ceremony, you have to actually go to the classes and learn stuff. Right? So this is basically a very similar principle. All right, I'm gonna train speed because our Grass Wonder does not have a great deal of guts, but like we have 4 friends in speed plus the friendship training, a whopping plus 33 at speed. I cannot resist this. You can give them things in PvP races, not in the career mode. And I'm not sure if they're performing... I don't know that they're illegal. They seem to be legal performance enhancers. Alright, so today is race day. Before we go there, we have 201 skill points. It might be a good idea to invest on said skill points. But first, let's look at Grass Wonder's stats. She can be either a pace runner or a late runner in terms of strategy. And she already has a skill called Focused Mind, which moderately increases velocity with a strong turn of foot when passing another runner towards the back on the final straight. So with her natural skill, she's better suited to be a late surger in terms of strategy. In the career mode, it's against NPCs, but you have PvP modes where you basically put your veteran hoist girls to race against other people's. Yes, it's not exactly live, but yeah, no, in career it's only against the computer. Okay, so we're probably going to be building a late surger here on medium and long distances. This is important because there are some of these skills here that, are here, like for this is a front runner strategy, and Grass Wonder is unable to use the front runner strategy. So it would be pointless for me to buy this skill for her because she can't even use it, right? So... Hello, Sikasu. Welcome to the stream. Deep Impact was withdrawn from the cast. Yes, the real Deep Impact. They all have lores, and Deep Impact was a big winner, but there was an incident IRL. Okay, so let's see what would be. I think Flashy Landing would be. Oh, you know what? Straightaway recovery at a level max 40% off is actually good. I'll there's no better. This is the one I'll buy right now. Okay, we've got our skill. Time to go race. The make debut. So we have someone who joined the stream who actually knows what's going on, whereas most of the other viewers actually are discovering Umamusume for the first time. So you have to keep this in mind. I'm also not the greatest pro, right? I'm only a casual player, free-to-play player. It is possible to grind a whole lot of, of sparks and all that kind of stuff. I don't have the time to dedicate to have super awesome veteran Umamusumes. So I'm the only Grass Wonder is the only late surger on the field. We're going to keep that strategy. And we're going to be doing a race. Suddenly the screen is going to switch from just being one half of the screen to taking the whole damn screen with my head in the way. But Grass Wonder is the #1 favorite for winning her own make debut race, being dominant in all categories. This should, in principle, be a breeze, but sometimes the junior make debut. Sometimes favorites find a way to drop the ball and finish not first. So you never know. Yeah, so that's season 3 characters are Kirisan Black, yes, and Satoru Diamond. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. The main character is always Gold Ship. Even when Gold Ship is just a background character, the main character remains Gold Ship. So you see, to explain to the neophytes, the noobs, if you look at the top, there's like, you can see the numbers of our racers. The blue #4 is our Grass Wonder. She's a late surger, so she's hanging back for now at the beginning of the race. You see #7 and #3, they're likely front runners, and they try to go fast up front right off the gates, try to set the pace and make everyone try to catch up, and that's the strategy. And you've got 2 and 9 who are the pace chasers. They're chasing the front runners, but not quite as hardcore in terms of getting away in front. They just don't want to be completely lost in the shuffle, and so they stick with the, and that's, you know, that's their strategy. And then you have #5 back there, which is most likely an end surger who starts sprinting way back. All right, so now we're in the final section. Grass Wonder has made her sprint, and she's leaving everyone else in the dust. Yes, Grass Wonder is lovely. A great victory. We're starting on the right track to pay homage to the real Grass Wonder. My goal with this run is to win the Arimakinen twice, just like Grass Wonder did, and of course, to put the cherry on the sundae, win the URA finale with Grass Wonder. And Grass Wonder would have done that if that title had existed in real life. Yes, Gold Ship, the most well-known end surger. If you ever watched on YouTube Gold Ship's real races, some of them you're like, you see Gold Ship coming from behind out of absolutely nowhere. For real, not just in a game. And it's yeah, it's certainly something to see. Okay, we're back to training, but before the training, the resting. Later's Dutch. All right, that wasn't the greatest of all. Wait. Oh yeah, obviously. So the risk of the resting strategy. I've seen recently people do training with like wit instead of resting to avoid what just happened here, which was I managed to collect a night owl. So now I'll have to waste another turn in the infirmary. Since I'm not a min-maxer tryhard, I don't really care so much. I'm just playing for fun. But yeah, if you're unlucky like this, you get to waste another turn instead of training, which is what happened. So let's see. I'll train Guts for the hint mostly. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, okay. Instead of resting, I'm gonna train wit here. And I have to keep an eye on the months. Yeah, I thought this was additional training, which I prefer to avoid the additional training and grab the energy instead. Do I want to? Fine, I'll train stamina. Is it really that difficult, Cat, to avoid being inappropriate? Is it difficult? Is this really that tempting? It's not that tempting. It's just 25. I'm resting a lot in this run. And of course I have a terrible rest. But yeah, apparently I can't be bothered with reading all of the story stuff. I just can't do it. The story is like what trainings I choose. Alright, so we could get a hint with guts training. Oh yes, yeah. I'm not going to do the triple crown. My goals here is really Arimakinen twice, like like Grass Wonder did, the real one. Well, why would you have inappropriate questions, Cat? All right, we'll have her eat. I.e. slow metabolism. What the heck is that? How am I getting all these conditions? Wait, I know what? I've never had slow metabolism ever before. That was a risk, I guess. So you're saying Grass Wonder's gonna get fat? Yeah, it's not that the reading stuff is too boring, but they have a lot of unnecessary dialogue, and you couldn't really trim the fat. It's not efficient dialogue writing, which you know, for people who write movies and stuff, you have to be able to pack as much information and relevant stuff in dialogue to make you know, the scenes not drag on for 40 minutes, just out of a yeah. You're thinking I need infirmary with slow metabolism? It didn't seem that bad. I guess it will cure it. I'm wasting yet another turn of training. That could be bad for the long-term career. But you know, we'll do some friendship. Will we do some friendship training? It's only plus 18. Maybe there's something better. Training power might not be bad. It's not as much, but I'm raising the friendship levels. So I think I might do that. We have a late surger there that she needs some power in order to overtake. Stamina friendship training. Still no wit here. So I guess I could do speed. I guess I'm going to do that. And the answer to that question, Cat, is yes. They're more treated like horses and humans. I think watching the anime would give you the answer to that. They're like, they actually have dedicated telephones and you know, instead of bike paths, they have Umamusume paths in the cities. So I don't know. They have some special considerations just for them. All right, let's check the skills we could buy. Right, yeah, and you have to wait until the event. You gotta, you know, be lucky, punk. So I've got these front runner stuff. It's not going to be greatly useful. So either I wait for anchors away, which would be probably useful. I'm going to do that because flashy landing doesn't seem like it really. I mean, it's not like a late surger can never use it. But you have to already be towards the front on the final corner, which feels like a late surger would not be in that position very often. Yeah. So I'm going to skip on learning skills and hope that we can still place top 5 in the Asahi High. Oh, it's a mile race? Oh yeah, no. The thing with the Grass Wonder is that she naturally has a B at medium. That's what I want to improve. Right. Let's check the Futurity stakes. Initially, I thought that futurity was not a word, and it turns out futurity is a word that we, for some reason, never use in common English, but it is a word. So it's not like a broken English. So the number 2 favorite where I saw, is Mihono Bourbon, who is a front runner with a very, very Mihono Bourbon costume. But if I move my fat head, you can see that rated number 1 favorite to win this race is Grass Wonder. It's a grade 1 race, the Asahi High Futurity Stakes. Let's not like have the entire freaking thing. Hello, dog. Welcome to Hoist Girl Racing. Mihono Bourbon and Narita Bryan are the main competition for our Grass Wonder. And we're about to open the gates. 各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。これは位置取りが熾烈になりそうですね。先行争いはミホノブルボン、アイネスフージン、2番期待通りの結果を出せるか。So you see the front runners surging in front as you expect to see. I'll remove my cursor from behind my ear. Mihono Bourbon is among the front runners. I see that what has finally happened. None of these hoist girls are going to become my waifu. I am probably not going to order little statues of these hoist girls that cost $200 each and make races with them in my room. That is not going to happen, probably. Okay? I'm not going to have a gold chip body pillow because I think they don't sell them yet. Maybe on Etsy. Focused minds, our ulti skill was just popped, and here comes Grass Wonder, the late surger, moving past Mihono Bourbon and claiming victory as hers. Our goal was to finish in the top 5, finish first, which is way better. Oh, Ines Fujin actually out of nowhere finishing second. She was not expected to do that. Well done, Grass Wonder. Making your late homage real horse honor here, winning 2 races in a row. Where did things did not go well for Narita Bryan, who ended up 10th. So some of these horses are not based on real horses. Some are like NPCs, like Duo Sipar, I think is just an NPC. I've never seen that. Venabulum, Electrified, those are not based on real horses. They're like fodder that we're supposed to be able to beat easily. But Mihono Bourbon is based on a real horse. Narita Bryan is based on a real horse. But now we have a total of 10,000 fans, which is great because I think that automatically qualifies Grass Wonder for the next race. I don't have to race additional races if I don't want to. I might do it for the extra skill points. We'll see. We'll call things on the fly. Grass Wanderer is our horse. Yes, Grass Wanderer is its one cat. I'm gonna have her eat again because I believe that when they eat, they get more energy. Even if last time I got slow metabolism. You recognize the Japanese horses, dog? My god. Okay, we're gonna be doing some more training. I could train stamina here because there's two that are really close, but I think it would be more advantageous to try and get the hint here. Okay, what do we want her to get here? Because it's early, it's the New Year resolution. Usually there's one of the options that gives energy. That way we don't have to waste a day on resting. But I think we didn't get one of the choices here. Because I think if I choose physical conditioning, that's going to be strength or something, or stamina. Whereas racing knowledge is going to be a hint, and honing your skills is going to be something else. I don't know what. But I'm not going to get some free energy here. So what should I think? I'm gonna take physical conditioning in it. Oh no, okay, that got me on the energy. So I got the free energy. And a hint for tail held high, which I don't think we'll particularly need. But now, using the power of friendship, we can have some extra training. Plus 36 at speed. Yes, please. We have 8 turns until the Japanese Derby, which is an important race. A race the first Umamusume I actually completed the career with in full for me was Vodka, and Vodka has the distinction, the real one, of being like the only mare to have won the Japanese Derby in like 30 years at that when she did it, something like that. Let's get the hint. Well, Kat, the breeding only happens, and you saw the breeding. It's just a selection screen, and you don't get to see any of the breeding, Kat. So you wouldn't be interested in the breeding. I think I'll do friendship training for wit. Yeah, I know. I'm sure there's going to be... Umamusume is so popular, Kat, that I'm sure that if you look on Steam, there's going to be some kind of Umamusume ripoff game that is all about the breeding in the 18+ section of Steam. I bet it's there. You know, Rule 34 and all that. It's going to be there. All right, I think it's a good time to train some speed here. But whether there is such a game or not, Kat, you don't have to report back and tell us, okay? You can keep the answer to yourself. We don't need to know if there is such a game. So, do I want... I don't like these training options. Do I want... I could arguably grab stamina. But the other option is either to do a race, just for the fun of it, and that would give me additional points. Just gratuitously, just do the Nakayama turf. If I click on predictions, she should be a top contender, so I could do that. Doing this race would give me additional skill points. The problem is that I don't have a lot of skills at the moment where I could spend the skill points on. I think I'm going to do a gratuitous race that I don't actually have to do for the career. And because this is not part of the career track, I'm just going to click on view results to get things like done and but Grass Wonder finished first because this one is an extracurricular race that isn't like in the career track. I didn't want to do the full race thing because I'm a bit impatient. Oh, what? Dog had a question? I'm sorry, what? Do you know the collective noun for a group of butts? I do not, actually. Huh, that's actually a good question. Maybe glutes? We got some friendship training on the table and a massive plus 41 at speed. I cannot resist, Captain. Unfortunately, that drained our energy quite a bit. But we have our inspiration moment. Where, we get, some inheritance again from the lineage we chose for Grass Wonder. Okay. I'm gonna train wit. I'm gonna try and avoid resting until the beach event. But friendship training is difficult to resist sometimes, and I will resist it with more wit training. Grass Wonder will soon be able to read if we keep this up. Could I do some power training? I could. I think I will. I think I shall. Do I dare? I do dare. Friendship training. The power of friendship once again compels us to gain +2 at power. But meanwhile, you know, remember, if you remember all the way back at the beginning of the career, like the speed was at 150 or something like that. So things are progressively getting better and better for the stats, except for Guts, which is a terrible 130. Hopefully, we have enough stamina that Guts is not really gonna come into play. Wait, which race are we doing now? The Japanese Derby. Oh, yes, yes, yes. How quickly I forgot. Okay, so I can buy Anchors Away. A level 3 hint on standard distance helps, but not in the Arimakinen, and I want to win the Arimakinen twice. Corner Adept at level 4 is I would be nuts not to buy this. Yeah, okay, so we're definitely taking Corner Adept, and we're gonna take Gold Ship skill Anchors Away as well. And that should help our late surger. So I think right now we have some decent skills for Grass Wonder. To remind everyone, straight away recovery, corner adept, focused mind, and anchors away. I think we're in good shape to get to racing. Are you speculating, dog? But it could be that Guts is what you use maybe to keep your position. Maybe that could be, because I'm not sure exactly how Guts plays into this. You know, I could take the time to read strategy guides or something, but as you all know, I am functionally illiterate, so that's not going to work. She is number 2 favorite, but our goal, I do believe, is to finish in the top 5. But if our skills are well chosen, Grass Wonder could end up winning this one. But who's the favorite for winning the Derby? Let me find her. Oh, El Condor Pasa! The horse named after a Simon and Garfunkel song, which itself is named after a Peruvian play. And the horse, bred in Kentucky, but racing in Japan, El Condor Pasa, is the competition. Okay, so in Gallop Racer, Guts would be the ability to... Okay, so yeah, I can imagine that Guts is what you defend your position with. And so a front runner might need some. Guts mostly helps with tiebreakers. They get more usage later on during revamp. Now we're assuming that we're going to have the same updates global that they had in the Japanese game, which is not necessarily a given. But El Condor Pasa and Special Week, which is behind my head, are the main competition for this race. Special Week, you might know, is the protagonist of the first season of Umamusume. The real Special Week has this tragic backstory, the real horse, because Special Week's mom died a couple days after giving birth, so Special Week is kind of an orphan, and so, you know, obviously the orphan is always the best protagonist in anime or whatever it is. Corner Adept coming into play. We're gonna need a little more than just Corner Adept, I think, to finish first, though the goal remains to be in the top 5. And ideally, Grass Wander's not gonna get boxed in. She's not on screen here. We can see it on. She can see on the radar on top of the screen, if you will, that she's number 12, and she is kind of boxed in at the moment. Shouldn't be all that difficult to get out of that box, but you know, sometimes you never know. Straight up, yeah, no, it's not even pervy. We know with you know, Bob physics, they could have gone crazy on the Bob physics during the races, and they were pretty tasteful about this. They could have gone like Baywatch times a million, and they use restraint. Focused mind coming in. Maybe that's what we need to push through. We already pushed up to 5th place, but we need more. I think we're gonna... Grass Wander's at least gonna be finishing 2nd. She is in front of El Condor Pasa, but... Oh, that by a horse head! By a horse head! That was actually really close. You prefer the actual animals? How Australian of you, dog. Wouldn't it be more fun to brush the tail of a horse girl than an actual horse? All right, we got another glorious victory. This career in memorial of Grass Wander is going quite well. We haven't won the Arimakinen twice like I planned to, but you know, this is still the ambition. Well, I mean, yeah, they don't spell out what the laws are in the anime, but they are clearly sentient beings. So obviously they have pretty much the same as human rights, I would imagine. That's why in the world of Umamusume, I don't think I've seen a glue factory. And in the anime, they change what happens to Silence Suzuka. Right, because Silence Suzuka got injured so badly in real life that they had to put down the horse right there at the track. Whereas in the anime, Silent Suzuka gets better. They couldn't do it. They couldn't pull the trigger. That's a good question. Could you eat a good Umamusume burger? We never see one of those in the anime, I must say. And to be fair, they don't look like the meat would be pretty lean. So I don't think that would be a tasty burger. Let's train speed. I don't know what gingering up is, dog. You're gonna have to translate that from whatever language that comes from. So this is the summer area, and during the beach thing, we got 4 days at the beach, and during those 4 days, the rest and recreation is on the same button. So this is the ultimate moment to do speed training like this, let's say, with friendship training, and then do some rest and recreation, and then maximize the kind of training we could possibly do here. Oh, ew, it's not the greatest. Ooh. Eee. Oh. I'm gonna go with more speed then. Let's go with a game of beach flags, whatever that gives. That gave power, apparently. All right. You can tell we're at the beach because of all the banjo we hear. Oh, no, that's probably a ukulele. They're going with the Hawaiian vibe because they're Japanese. The beach equals Hawaii. I think I'll do some stamina training. Yeah, I could have done that, but you see, I'm not smart enough to do that, and I missed my rest window, and I did not do that right. I didn't do that right. And now I have really little choice but to rest more. I don't think it was banjo. I think it was ukulele. About all three are maxed out though, so I'm not getting friendship points. Whatever. I'm not that serious about this game. I could think harder about the strategy, but I mean, there's a part of luck as well, where you kind of need the luck of the draw to have the friends and the friendship trainings and such to be timely placed. The Japan Sea is the Japan Cup, is it not? I think I'm going to train speed here just to try and get this reporter as a better friend. They need to train using friendship training more, because obviously friendship training is way powerful compared to other types of training. This is something, you know, low-key, gym bros understood that. They know that, you know, you go to the gym with your bros and you train in the gym with your bros using the friendship training, and they get buff. I don't do extra training. I want the energy back. That's a better investment, in my opinion. So Guts could give us a hint, or I could use friendship wit training, and I like wit because it helps the Umamusume deploy her skills more efficiently on the track. And skills are fun. Though I don't think on race day here, I don't think I'll have enough to buy an interesting skill. So is the Japan Cup, it's a standard distance, unlike the Arimakinen, but really I want skills that will help me win the Arimakinen. So I think if I wait on skills with the late surger, I might go with Position Pilfer and Fast and Furious, or at least Slick Surge. So if I'm patient with my skill purchases, well, the thing is that it costs you in my opinion, the extra training costs you too much energy compared to the amount of skills you get back from it. So in my opinion, it's better to keep the extra energy so you can invest on, let's say, an extra friendship training later on. That's the way I calculate it in my mind. I don't know how right or how correct I am. But it's time for the Japan Cup, the Grade 1 race. So now, if I had been smart, I would have looked up or have Grass Wonder's racing career open, the real Grass Wonder, to see who won the Japan Cup in Grass Wonder's actual career, because placing top 5 here suggests to me that the real Grass Wonder probably did not win but placed well. But we have a field with a lot of late surgers in this race, but Grass Wonder is number 2 favorite, which is good. We need to be in the top 5. How old are the horse girls? So typically I can give you the ages of the horses. So typically a horse is in prime racing shape for 3 years. And it's really when they're 3, 4, and 5 years old that they do their racing. And keep in mind, Grass Wonder died at 30, right? So it's basically when they're teenagers, they really, Grass Wonder did win the Japan Cup? Okay. Can we honor Grass Wonder's memory by not merely placing top 5, but winning? Can we do it? It's the Japan Cup. Umamusume. It's too difficult to non-Japanese people to say. Umamusume. And El Condor Pasa, again, still our rival, and Special Week, still our rival. Grass Wonder, who I think Grass Wonder ultimately won more than El Condor Pasa and Special Week, I think. Straightaway recovery. Recovering right at the beginning of the race, I don't know how efficient that is, but hey, I'll take it. Soldar Passion has taken the lead, but this is an NPC, this is not a real horse. So I don't expect them to win. Corner Adept will put Grass Wonder among the front of the late surger pack. You see there's a big pack at the end of late and end surgers, and Grass Wonder is right up there. And yeah, no, the Hoist Girls version run on anime time, yes. So yes, they grow older as required, or they seem to never grow older somehow, and yet still have to retire. They're both frozen in time and not. Anchors Away. I would have wished to see a gold ship to use Anchors Away against gold ship. So that's a slow velocity increase over the last half of the race with Anchors Away. That could be a decent advantage. Grass Wonder's one of Grass Wonder's boys Won it. I see. I see. So in this case, it's probably a special week or a El Condor Pasa victory in real life, because those three were rivals. But in this race, I do believe it's looking like Grass Wonder is going to take it, because nobody's going to be catching up. That's a dominant lead. Cat, they even run with fancy little hats. Some of them, right? So I mean, the clothing is obviously not anything bad. Oh, by the way, I skipped that kind of stuff, and I shouldn't have. So we won't skip it this time, because the Hoist girls, not only do they race, but if they win the said race, right, like this, if they win the race, then you have the red button down there. That is because when they win races, they also are idols. Now you may be wondering, when the hell did they learn the choreography? When did they learn the lyrics? When did they learn how to sing? We've been watching them train since the beginning, and dance lessons never happened. When did they learn this? That's an excellent question. And the answer, of course, is yes. So, yeah, in the lore, you get a concert with every victory. But this, even in the anime, rarely happens. They rarely show the concert. And in the game, you know, you have to click on watch the concert if you want. And I tend to completely forget about this. I mean, a dance lesson happens one time in the anime that I mean, I haven't seen all the seasons, to be fair. The characters being based on Hoises means there are no villains, just rivals, and so there's no bad guys. Okay. Do you even have interesting hints to give? Up-tempo? Would up-tempo or steadfast be... late surger savvy might not be terrible. Or some powered friendship training. I'm really good at taking decisions quickly, as you can tell. And it's early December, so I will have a New Year's energy boost. So I think I'm gonna do power. No, I know. I was exaggerating. Wait. Chasing their backs. I don't know what that event is. Support card event. I don't know. I'm gonna grab the green option. Usually, when you don't know, the green option is like the safe one. All right, we have another race, and it is the Arimakinen. In the career track, we want to place top 3, but my personal goal with this career was to replicate Grass Wonder's exploit with Grass Wonder, which is winning the Arimakinen 2 years in a row. And in order to accomplish this, I need to win the first one, right? Obviously. So I have 186 points, which I believe is enough to buy Position Pilfer. So Position Pilfer looks like a cheap version of Anchors Away. But I'm gonna go with it just because I don't get the option of getting Fast and Furious very often. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. And here we're gonna be winning the Arimakinen. We have to. The Arimakinen, from what I gather, is basically the race where all the popular horses get invited to. It's basically the best of the year. And sometimes horses get invited to the race that are not suited for it because it's a long race, on turf, and not all horses. Some horses are sprinters, and sprinters don't do well in a long race, for example. But it's still basically the all-stars of the young generation, not the old horses. But Grass Wonder is the favorite to win. So let's hope this is exactly what happens. The competition includes Daiwa Scarlet making her appearance. But it's a grade 1 race, the Arimakinen, with letters that are very slowly appearing on the screen. And there's little flowers and stuff for some reason. And it's 2,500 meters. The year-end fights for the dream here. Daiwa Scarlet and Seiyun Sky. Let me move my fat head so you can see Seiyun Sky. If I recall, both Daiwa Scarlet and Seiyun Sky are front runners or pace runners, so they'll be moving in front. Seiyun Sky, I think, is a front runner. Daiwa Scarlet, I'm trying to remember. No, okay, yeah, they're both. Oh no, okay, Daiwa Scarlet is a pace runner, or no, front runner, pace runner. Anyway, they're both in front, and way in the back is Grass Wonder. Yeah, that's why I want to replicate this, because Grass Wonder won back to back, which very few horses managed to do. It's not a triple crown, but winning the Arimakinen twice, back to back. Not many horses can say they do that. Oh, rushed, no. Oy. So we got a negative effect from probably, I bet it's Nice Nature. I bet it's you. Right here, that one, the ginger one. Nice Nature has a lot of negative effects on the other racers, in spite of her name, Nice Nature. Hopefully, because I don't see our other skills popping up here, this is a little bit worrying. I mean, Grass Wonder is still making her way up front, but the lack of skill popping here is a little bit worrisome. I've been training the wit. She should be able to pop some skills. And I feel like we're under popping here. We're not popping hard. Still, she already moved up to third place in the end second even. And we're not even in the final sprint quite yet. The final sprint is about to begin. Oh, Rush is not active? Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be a close call. Close call. But it's not that close in the end. Big win. Arimakinen win number 1. You can vote in chat if you want to see the concert for this or not. You're going to have to act fast. But Grass Wonder, big win. We have 50% of our goal here complete in terms of winning the Arimakinen twice. We've actually won 1. So we can still do it. We have, in fact, much better chances of winning the Arimakinen twice in a row now that we've won one of them. Okay, so I think there's no concert here. There's some like almost a minute of delay between the chat and me. So now I have to, you had to really vote fast for me to see it. But we'll carry on with the career. Yeah, the side effects have colored auras. I just don't bother with learning what they mean. I don't know which is worse, the triangle that is full or the triangle that is empty. Like, which one is lower than the other in terms of like... Okay, so we're definitely going to pray for Grass's health with the New Year Shrine event in order to get some health for free. Not health, but I mean energy for free. And there you go. I didn't have to get a rest day, and it got more resting, so we'll be able to train. We could train speed, but it's only... There could be, arguably, a more interesting option. Yeah. Let's go. Let's train with the power of friendship. We have 11 turns until the next race. Did I just get a negative condition again? No. Okay. Just a slight mood loss, but with the power of friendship, the mood will get back up naturally in 10 turns. I'm pretty sure I don't need to go on recreation to fix this. However, I will train wit just to get some tiny energy back. Oh, Focused Mind gets a level up here. And I'm gonna train wit again for the resting purposes. I don't know what she's doing with El Condor Pasa, but I'll say, go ahead. Do what you want. Do what you want. Ugh. Okay, so another option could be, is there a neat race we could do? We could do the Nakayama Kinen. She can do mile races, right? Yeah, okay. That would give me more skill points again. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll skip the race, provided I've already won that race before with... Oh, I've never won this race. Oh, okay. Huh. So we have to watch it. So I'm not capable of clicking view results because I've never won this in any career. Huh. Probably because it's not on a career track of a Umamusume I actually have. Oh, we got King Halo in here and Oguri Cap. Oh, these are not. Oh, okay. But Grass Wonder is the favorite to win. It's going to be waning. And it's just a grade 2 race, the Nakayama Kinen. And yet there's some names in here that we should know. Everyone knows Ines Fujin and Oguri Cap, right? Cat? Cat knows them for sure. And Grass Wonder, so we got double O's. So like Grass Wonder is in principle dominant in this field. So this should be an easy victory. I will skip to the end part. So I clicked on the button to skip, and we went right to the final straights. And our girl is 10th. This is terrible. She's been boxed out, and she's completely stuck. This is not going to be a win. But Focused Mind, level 3, kicking in. She's trying to sprint, but I can't imagine she gets better than second place. And Taiki Shuttle steals one. And I think Grass Wonder got second or third, something like that, which is not great, but I mean, these are skill points, I guess. Second place, all right, yeah, not sucky. But this is, again, that means I didn't win the race and I won't be able to skip it next time I try to race it. Push through to the top next time. Like, we're not, oh, great. Lost so much energy. Ugh. Hi, and now, like, I can't risk a failure of 39%. That's ridiculous. And now I have to rest. Though we have a decent amount of skill points out of that, so I'll be able to buy an okay skill. This is looking like we're heading for another speed training here, with 6 turns left, or I should say 5. We got another inspiration where we get the legacy skills inheritance. You can tell it's really important. Oh, we got a 3-star stamina. That's good. And another skill upgrade. We got a really good friendship training with speed. Let me check what kind of skills we have hints for here. Okay, those are not useful skills, generally speaking, for me. So I might do the power friendship training instead. Because I don't need hints on skills I can't use. And observation is part of your training, Grass Wonder. Get that energy back. And yes, we're trying to work on strength because we have a decent amount of speed. Oh, wit friendship training. I'm taking that right away. You are using words, dog, that I don't understand. Horses his class would give him big ways in lower class races. They wouldn't. They are you. So you're thinking? Oh, they actually weigh down the horses to level the playing field. Like if you're too strong for a category. Very mature. I didn't think they'd do that. I thought I'd figured they like if you're to like you don't put a heavyweight boxer against lightweights, right? So I figured this is how they would approach things. But I guess, is that actually real? They weigh down horses that are overqualified. Relax today. That was a mistake. Some turbo speed training with a huge plus 49. That's the power of double friendship training. I don't know if they would weigh down Umamusumes in this game, though. I have not heard of that mechanic. That doesn't mean it's not there. Strength. Yeah, but don't people want to see the horses that are too good and have them have great victories by several horse lengths or something? I thought it would. Anyway, Like I would say, like if a horse is too good for a certain category, then they shouldn't be allowed to race, or they're allowed to race with weights. Okay, all right. I'll accept it. I'll accept it. All right, I'm gonna get fast and furious, but homestretch haste is gonna be of interest as well. In fact, I think I'm gonna get homestretch haste first because I don't have that many. Well, Dog, you see, follows real horse races, so he doesn't know about Umamusume, but he knows about real horses. So, you know, I will take it that this can be accurate. I would imagine that most horse trainers would rather not run the horse in a lower race level than have their horse run with weights, and rather just save that horse's energy in order to compete in, you know, in the more prestigious races. This is what I would do. Because, you know, presumably the prize is the purse is much better as well. So the Takarazuka Kinen. Yes, I can totally speak Japanese. Is number 3 favorite to win, and I forget what ranking we needed to qualify. Was it top 3? Was it? I think we need to be top 3. Well, yeah, I imagine that people do think a photo finish or close to a photo finish is more exciting than one horse like absolutely dominating a race. Okay, so let's race. So Grass Wonder won this one, you're saying? Because I assume that you did open up the Grass Wonder's actual career track. The Takarazuka Kiden, but I don't know. In my career run here, we're not the favorite. We're number 3 ranked favorite. I don't know that we can actually win this one. Boosted by their fans' votes, the fields gathers. The favorite is Special Miki and TM Opera Mo. Yeah, you got the Wikipedia page. Let's hope for a dead heat. Let's look.
各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。先行争いはマヤのトップガン9番。
Oh, and Mayaのトップガン。
1番人気スペシャルウィークマヤのトップガン会長に飛ばして行きます。さあ激しい先行争いで前に出たのはマヤのトップガン
is the ginger hoist girl in front, or now second? Yeah.
12番、18番、追走。さあ、1コーナーから2コーナーへ向かっていく馬娘たち。さあ、花に立ったのはマヤのトップガン。このままリードすることができるか。
Corner adept. Okay, okay.
3番手、1番、2馬身、3馬身開いて、12番、差がなくメジロマックイーン、少し離れて10番、テイエムオペラを。
Oh, Measure McQueen isn't here. That's the purple-haired one, the lilac-haired position pilfer. Okay. Position pilfer kicking in. We're still, of course, it's a late surger, so anchors away. This is gonna help. This is gonna help. We should give a boost into starting the come from behind surge. You can see Grass Wonder already slowly making her way through the fields. Anchors away is going to help with this. It's a very, very gradual increase in velocity. But she's on the outside and moving in really fast, already third now. She might catch up to Mayano Top Gun, who's in first. She already went past Michiro McQueen. And straight away recovery is going to make sure she's got the stamina to take the lead and take this one with home stretch haste as the cherry on the sundae to make sure this one is not taken by anybody else. Grass Wonder, big win here. 2 consecutive Grand Prix. And TM Opera actually beat out Mayano Top Gun here. Feel free to celebrate. Grass Wonder, feel free to celebrate. Grass Wonder is now a star or hoist goyle. That's right. Our goal is complete. But now we have to place first, not only in the Mainichi Okan, but also place first in the Arimakinen in order to move on to the final part of our career track, which are the URA finales. Those are not real horse races. Those are game horse races. But now we got maximum level 5 training. So this might be a good moment to... I'm going to do at least one guts here, but... Whoa, oh, yeah, okay, I accidentally clicked. Ukan means crown. I see. We're gonna take this moment to get some guts training, and I'm starting to have too much of a failure risk here, so I'm gonna rest, get that recreation, and maybe another guts. We got a great little friendship training here with speed, which gives a lot to both speed and power. But I don't think the race strategy. I don't think we need guts really. So we're going speed because we're going to be going the distance. That's why we're going for speed. I can help with handouts. I don't know what this one does, this event, but we've got 2 turns left in order to get our hoist goyle ready, and I'm gonna do some wit training because it has friendship training, and also we save on energy. Wait, what shouldn't I waste it? Huh? Observation. 'Tis part of your training. I probably did waste it. Wasting is what I do. Oh, that's a lot of wit. but also we could have a decent amount of speed. And when we want to go to distance, we want to go for speed. But that's a good amount of wit. It's difficult for low IQ people like myself to make a quick decision. I'm gonna go for speed. All right, let's go skill shopping before the race. I have enough to buy myself some Fast and Furious, which I think is probably what I should be doing. But I also have the opportunity to buy Frontrunner straightaways twice. So if I took it once here... wow. We're a late surger, not a front runner. Wow, I almost made a huge mistake. I don't know why I brain farted there. Yeah, she's not a front runner. I could have wasted almost 100 skill points. Yeah, I think Fast and Furious is the obvious choice here. I mean, I've brain farted in the careers before, taking like obvious wrong decisions or even misclicked. And the consequences obviously can be dire. Nothing is worse than ruining an entire career run. All right, let's race the Menichi Crown. Perfect pronunciation. It's as if I was born in Tokyo. Grass Wonder is the #1 favorite. Silence Suzuka, actually #2 favorite. And El Condor Pasa, still forever a rival. It's the Mainichi Okan in Tokyo. And it's a vulgar grade 2 race. That's why they expect a win here, I suppose. Welcome, Mbak. M Foosmaker. So Silence Suzuka is a renowned frontrunner. El Condor Pasa is a renowned song. And Grass Wonder is our baby girl. Come on, Grass Wonder. Late start, but I mean, I don't think a late start matters all that much for a late surger. You know, it's a little bit of a setback, but it's I don't think it's the end of the world for a late surger. That's Silence Suzuka, unsurprisingly, and rushed. Uh-oh. Fast and Furious. We just bought it, and it's suddenly we're 5th. So it's a field with very few pace runners and front runners, and we have a huge group at the back end, and we're already mid-race. And Grass Wonder is in front of the late surgers, which is a position I prefer because that way she's not boxed in. When her final sprint is going to start, she's gonna be stuck behind another racer. And she's on the outside, which is a good position, and in my opinion, it would be nice if, there you go, a focused mind, level 4 skill. We need a win, though. Can she catch up to Silence Suzuka after the late start and the rushed debuff? It's actually going to be a little bit close here. Straightaway recovery. And she does it. She does it. Homestretch hissed again for the little cherry on the sundae there. I was doubting. Late surgers and end surgers, sometimes they give you the impression they're just not in it. And they actually catch up and overtake everyone right at the end. But a big W. Another one for Grass Wonder. It's not a G1 race, but it's still a win. I think most people would think they're less cute with horse heads, Cat. You could, I mean, you know, feel free to try a game version where they have horse heads instead of horse tails, and see how that goes in terms of sales. All right, we have 4 more days of training before the Arimakinen. One of those days is probably going to be a day of rest. Here we might be training some power. Yes, I'm going to train some power. There's a failure rate of 8%. That's low enough that I think I'm going to risk it. And we have the training success. Just a model? I mean, sure, Cat. You know, rule 34 and everything. A good little bit of rest here. And we have friendship speed training with a little hint. Maybe it could be a useful skill. Who knows? Oh, did I hear a pants ripping at the butt area? That's what I heard. And we got some training. I didn't get the hint, sadly. Ooh, I guess it's gonna be some speed friendship training, I guess. Yeah, we're risking a failure again, but it's only 5% chance. What are the odds? 5%. Oh, and focused mind up to level 5. I don't think I've ever seen that. All right, let's go skill shopping again. We only have 80 points, so I don't think we can buy anything of significance. I like buying standard distance for the URA finales because they tend to all be standard distance. Yeah. I can't believe, Kat, that you made the Sarah Jessica Parker joke and I didn't. Well, I mean, and a niche market is fine so long as their production costs are scaled up or scaled down for the niche market. All right, no additional skill for the Arimakinen. We've got a great mood that gives a 4% race bonus. And this is the milestone I wanted for the stream. I wanted 2 back-to-back Arimakinen wins the way Grass Wonder did in real life. This is not a guarantee. Once again, Grass Wonder is number 3 favorite here to win. She's got the top speed and also the top wit in the field, I think. And I think in the predictions, it often happens that they don't really consider the skills as much. They only consider the stats, I believe. So the skills is what might set Grass Wonder apart in this race. But you were thinking of her? Because I never think of Sarah Jessica Parker, honestly. Never crosses my mind. And Special Week is the favorite. And we're going to have to steal this one from Special Week. Special Week has got the stamina for this long distance. So I think straight away recovery is going to be important to pop. Because I only have 1 stamina skill. I was expecting to have more. Gold Ship is here. Only number 8 favorite. But, you know, Gold Ship can Gold Ship whenever Gold Ship wants. It is the Arimakinen. A grade 1 race. That means it's the top grade. They use the word grade because, you know, it's like stakes, you know. You grade stakes, you grade horses in their races, I assume, right? Special week. Special week. and Simbuli Rudolph are the competition. Grass Wonder is our hoist goal. Hopefully no late starts, no rushed. All right, we want to see a good start. No late starts. So that part's good. Obviously, she's 13th because she's in the pack of late surgers. And I'm betting number 10, who is falling rapidly in last place, is Gold Chip. Yep, called it. Gold Chip is our end surger. And out in front, looks like Daiwa Scarlet. Biwahaya Hide is there. That's a tough competition. That's a tough field in general. Simbuli Rudolph moving up, as is Gold Chip. Daiwa Scarlet still comfortably in front. Frilled Orange is a no-name that I think is not going to win this one. All right, Corner Adept kicking in. I think we need a little bit more than Corner Adept. Oh, Fast and Furious and Anchors Away. That is strong. That is... She's already going to start moving up noticeably here in 7th. And unless she's boxed in, I expect more positions to be gained. Straightaway recovery, that is excellent. That's going to help with conserving some stamina here. She is on the middle outside. There's plenty of room for her to go forward. On the final corner, she's catching up to Daiwa Scarlet. She's in 3rd, 2nd. Oh, I think this one is going rather well. The skill poppage was impressive. And homestretch haste, she doesn't even need her ultimate skill. She has this. She has this. Special week is distant second. Grass Wonder, like the real Grass Wonder, wins the Arimakinen back-to-back. Let's savor this. Yes. Delicious, delicious wins. Delicious. All right, we have properly honored Grass Wonder, and we have successfully gotten 2 back-to-back Arimakinen wins. Now the final cherry on the sundae to make this a great run, a great career run. The next step is the URA finale. And those are not real races that you won't find on Wikipedia. These are races that are just game races. And these are 3 races: the qualifier, the semifinal, and the final. And we need to be first in each of those in order to win. So we got some friendship training possibly here, but the failure rate is quite significant. And unfortunately, if you fail, and especially at this moment here, it would be a bad idea to fail, you lose mood, and you need that great, the 4% race bonus in performance in the URA that's necessary in order to win. You need first places, so you can't lose this great mood here. And even if I do wit training, I still have a 9% failure rate. So my option, I think, is going to be resting. But resting comes with a slight risk of getting a negative effect, and that would not be good. But I think you gotta take risks. Rewards come to those who risk. And so I'm doing it. We got only plus 30 energy, which is lower than I was hoping. But we got 137 skill points to spend potentially. And I'm thinking of taking standard distance. And let me make sure. So we're going to look at the information for the URA finale, and it's a 1,800 mile race. Is that divisible by 4? The answer is no. This is not a standard distance race. It's on firm ground and in the winter. And it's on the Tokyo turf. So this one is not a standard distance race, so I'm not going to spend on standard distance. Did I use the wrong word? Yeah, it's meters. In any case, yeah. I suppose that it would be a little farther if it was in miles. But yes, the standard distances is divided by 400 meters, not miles. And yeah, this one I checked. So I might spend on flustered late surgers. I'm slowly thinking in my head, do I want that or do I want to save for the next race? I think I'm going to save for the next race. So we're taking the risk. But our girl has 481 wit, so her ability to use skills is pretty high, and she has a good amount of pretty good skills. That you saw in the Arimakinen race, she popped a lot of skills, and that's because I made a smart girl. I made a smart horse girl. You know, education, kids, is important, even for horse girls. I like that, and in the anime, they go to school and the only thing they learn is like, this race is this distance, and it's on turf. It's usually held in December, so it's usually cold. That's what they learn to go to class for this. Like, okay, I'm not gonna overanalyze stuff, but like, the classes they take are like entirely, you don't even bother learn. Well, okay, they obviously they already know how to read. But like, they're not taking math or anything. All right. We need to win the qualifier in order to go to, well, the semifinals, right? And we're now number 4 favorite. But again, I still suspect that this does not account for skills. So this is where, you know, Grass Wonder here has a chance, is by popping a lot of skills the way she did in the Arimakinen. So let us get to racing. The main competition. I didn't see. I don't like how this scrolls. Ines Fujin, the front runner, is number 1 favorite, and yet you see she has only triangles as a, like, Grass Wonder has the top speed and the top wit. That's what those circles mean here. And Ines Fujin is top ranked, but she only has triangles here, so I don't know how this is going. See, Air Groove has the best stamina and power, I think. Type. I'm not sure what they mean, but like King Halo has lots of speed, but is ranked number 8. King Halo is like a sprinter, isn't King Halo a sprinter? Anyway, let's move on. It's the Umamusume Racing Academy finals, but it's not the finale. It's actually the qualifier. Confusing. Are you confused? It's the finale, but it's not. It's actually the qualifier.
ターフも絶好の両馬場になりました。
各馬娘の構想が期待できます。
現在一番人気はアイネス風神。
And in terms of the triangles, I don't know which is better. Is the full triangle better than the empty triangle? I don't even know. A double circle is better than just one circle. Double circle means she's the fastest. And I did train speed quite a lot. Late start. Aye.
誰が先頭に抜け出すか注目しましょう。
これから第2コーナーへかかっていきます。さあ花に立ったのはアイネス風神。このままリードすることができるか。桜爆心。
All right. Corner Adept is gonna help with the late start. She's already basically in front of the pack of the late starters, and straight away recovery I think helps. Because their stamina and guts and stuff is not super great, so I like seeing straight away recovery being used. And hopefully she's not going to get boxed in. We've been lucky so far this run, where she only got boxed in once, and it was on a non-career race. Anchors away, big pop here, big pop. Anchors away is Gold Ship's skill, and it's a big one. She might get boxed in here. I don't like how crowded this is. But her ult, popping her ult, focused mind level 5. Is she gonna squeeze through here? It looks like she is. Oh, what's her name? Did she look how tiny the flower is? What's her name? Thing flower. She's gonna finish third though. Nishino flower? I keep forgetting her name. But Grass Wonder wins. Full is worse than empty triangle. Okay. Big win for Grass Wonder. And Nishino Flower, the tiniest little mare, is third. So we move on to the semifinals, and that's only one day later, so we don't have that much time to do training and stuff like that. So here I could get hints. I could get S at speed, S rank at speed if I train speed here. Is that one I want to do? Because if I trade speed, I will have to basically rest on the last day. So the other option here is to increase the wit. So what I'm gonna do, I think, is gonna increase the wit on the and I'm gonna take the risk that we're gonna have a friendship training for speed at the next opportunity if we win the semifinal. I think we have pretty good chances of winning the semifinal because I haven't used any mulligans yet. Or alarm clocks, whichever you want to say. It's easier to think of them as mulligans for the uninitiated. So let's look at... So we got a 1,600 mile race. It's a mile race. And so that's going to be a standard distance. So I might take the standard distance skills or straight away adept. But the difference is that if I take standard distance like this, it's guaranteed to be used and increase the performance the moment the race is on a standard distance. And it's a guaranteed skill uses. Though, to be fair, the wit is high enough that it's getting close to guaranteed that she'll use a fairly decent amount of skills. I've got Slick Surge as well to increase acceleration late race. I don't have a bonus or anything to for that one. And Flashy Landing. Rarely, though, she's rarely in the front on the final corner. She's still catching up. So I still think that Flashy Landing just not really appropriate for a late surger. So I think I'm gonna go with one standard distance. Maybe two? This would be betting that the final race is also standard distance, which is a bit of a gamble. But gambles is what we do in a gacha game. All right, let's race the final race. It's not the final race, it's the qualifier. It's not the qualifier either, it's the semifinal. Get it right, Flus. Jesus. Jesucristo. He is El Stupido Pasa. All right. Now this appears to be scripted because all the hoist girls are always ranked number 8 or 7 in the last 2 races. But again, if you look at the circles up here, it says she's the fastest and smartest of the bunch. And when you're two of the 3 skills, you're the top one, you know, that you shouldn't be ranked 8. I mean, that seems like a waste, to be honest. Giving everyone a view from the lead, because this is really, I mean, you know, it's like Homestretch Haste, but better. But there's, you know, end surgers are not likely to be in the lead in the final straight until like they're really, really close to the finish line. So the Taiki Shuttle is actually the one who beat in our career. Taiki Shuttle is the one that has a win on Grass Wonder. I think it's, we've only had like 1 or 2 losses, and Taiki Shuttle is one of the hoist girls who beat Grass Wonder. So this is a grudge match in this career run. Daiwa Scarlet is there. El Condor Pasa, our rival since forever, is also there. Narita Brian is number 1 favorite, and she's skilled. And Maruzensky, first time appearance, number 2 favorite. So we've got some stiff competition in this one. We've got some stiff competition. It is the URA finale, except again, it's not the finale, it's the semifinal. I know that the entire event is the finale. the 3-day event is the finale. Narita Brian ranked number 1, Maruzensky ranked number 2, and Grass Wonder ranked number 8. Do the experts who do the rankings know anything? I think not. I think Grass Wonder should be ranked number 1. There are no horse guys, Cat. In this universe, there is only hoist girls. Horse boys do not exist at all. There is none. It's not a thing that exists. They have a weird thing where, you know, it's not, they're not born in a cabbage patch or brought by storks. It's a thing where they magically appear bearing the name of a horse that lived in another dimension. Oh, that's a lot of skill popping. I like seeing that. It's like watching popcorn in the microwave, all these skill pops. She's a little bit boxed in. I'd like her to move to the outside, otherwise she's going to be having a little bit of a hard time moving around this. Well, she's actually going on the inside. Okay. But the racers are not too far in the lead, so I do believe she can take the lead with straightaway recovery here. And take this one home. Thanks to all the skill popping. In the anime, they like magically appear as babies with the name of the horse of another dimension, because they're not in our dimension, right? They're in another dimension. They're not in our world. They just don't go into detail of how they appear. And since they're different species altogether, they're not humans, they would not be able to breed with a human. Because that's a different species. If they were able to breed with humans, then they'd be the same species. And if they could breed, basically, it means that if they were able to breed with humans, that means they are humans with weird ears. And tails. Like some... But otherwise are human. But they can't breed with humans, therefore they're not humans. They're hoistgoils. Okay. So I had gambled that I would have friendship training with Speed, and that is not the case. But I'm still gonna train the Speed here to put our hoist girl in S tier at Speed by the end of the career run. And there we are, Speed over 1,000. But what's fun is that in the anime, when they pick up a phone, they have special Umamusume phones where they have the talking piece at the mouth like we do, but instead of the phone going up to here, the phone has a long banana that goes all the way up to the ear of the hoist girl. So, you gotta like those world building details. And let's do some more skill shopping. I don't think I can afford anything really. But let's check the race here. It's again a mile race on a standard distance, so it looks like buying the standard distance buffs was a good idea. And I might as well go out and take Flashy Landing. This is what I think I'm gonna do. Despite the odds are that I'm not gonna be able to use it much. But, you know, I might be able to give it to other hoist girls in other careers. Yeah, there are NPC racers. I mentioned them. Like they have nonsense names. Well, usually horses have nonsense names, obviously, but even in the finale, there should be some NPC horses. If you go to the race, and this is going to be our final race for the stream. Can't believe it's already 5 p.m. My God. I didn't think one career would last this long. So if I look at the runners, right, Selen Spark is an NPC. The Special Week is real. Biwahaya Hide is real. Moist Eyes NPC. Ribbon Elegy, I think, is an NPC. Fleur de Chemin, NPC. Oguri Cap is real. Mihono Bourbon is real. Ribbon Minuet, I don't think is real. Happy Meek, I'm not sure. Local Stream, Hishi Amazon is real. Local Stream, I think, is not Electrified, I believe, is an NPC. TM Opera All is real. Read the full messages. What, huh? What? What full message? Oh, yeah, if their ears are better than ours and their tails are longer. Well, we don't have tails, Cat. Don't... Well, you're better off repeating whatever message you wanted me to respond to, because it looks like I missed a bit of a few here. Oh, NPCs who are not racers. I don't know. Are there some in the anime? I think all the hoist girls want to race at least a little. I mean, not necessarily win the Triple Crown, but I don't think I've seen in the anime any hoist girls that didn't want to race. It's like they're born with the desire to race. Yeah, we have tail bones, but no tails, Cat. We don't have tails, Cat. I mean, if you do, I mean, some rare humans actually have a vestigial tail, and you might be one of them. I'm not going to judge. But, like, 9,000% of humans don't have tails. If you were a horse girl, you'd be a mule, yes. All right. It's our final race. It's the very, very final race. And we have the maximum amount of mulligans in the bank. So I didn't really mention this, but if a race goes wrong, we have the chance to go back in time and redo it. But it looks like I've done a good job training Grass Wonder, and she has the skills to pay the bills. And I think we can do this without using a mulligan. Even though she's not the favorite. Again, I'm pretty sure that the favorites thing does not count the skills. And so, with the skill poppage, it should, I think, in my opinion, it should put Grass Wonder over the top. Even in front of TM Opera O and Special Wiki. But it's Grass Wonder, the crowning moment of Grass Wonder, and double standard distance. Obviously, automatically hits in because this is a standard distance race, and that's going to be increasing her performance level for this race in general. Now, I still want to see my my popcorn pop corner adept coming in. Yes, TM Opera O is a real horse. Probably related to Sakura Bakushin O. Anchors away, which is Gold Ship's skill once again, giving a slight increase in acceleration for the rest of the race, basically. So it's actually it adds up and becomes rather strong, because it's not like something that lasts just a mere moment. It stacks up, kind of. Or I got it wrong, but anyway, it's similar to that. Focused mind, straightaway recovery, like to see it. More homestretch haste. Oh, is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Mihoro Bourbon is going to be second, and there's nothing she can do about it. Oh, they're not related. Oh. So I was, because, you know, there's the, I mean, there's a lot of horses that are actually related in the game. You know, like all the Mejiros are related. They're also related to Gold Ship. At least Mejiro McQueen is related to Gold Ship. I think Mejiro McQueen is like Gold Ship's grandfather. I don't remember. And we know Grass Wonder has some kids, right? The real Grass Wonder has some kids, and some of them might become champions. Some of them have become champions, but I don't think they're in the game. Yeah. So because these are horses in history, Cat. So some of them are from the 90s, some of them are from the 2010s. Yeah. So. Yeah, Sakura is a family farm name. And this is it. Grass Wonder, our champion. I'm very pleased to say this is my best ever Grass Wonder. It's the first time I win the URA finale with Grass Wonder. So it's going to be my best result with Grass Wonder. And this is the 13th trainee with whom I've won the URA finale. You can point out that it's not all that much. That's because I'm a free player and I don't play all that often. But we've got an S for speed. But before we do, since now my Grass Wonder here will be eligible to do some PvP races that I don't do, player against player, and I don't really participate in those. I just do career modes from time to time. But I could, she could still pass the skills she learns to future hoist goyles that I have careers. If she becomes the ancestor of a future race girl, and I'm just gonna take Hanshin race course here just because I want to spend all the skill points before the end. No, there's no point in giving my VTuber. I don't expect to be playing a lot of Umamusume on stream unless for some reason there's a large demand for it, but I would imagine there's better Umamusume players than myself, who's just a free-to-play player, and I don't grind. Because someone could really min-max hard and max out the sparks and max out the legacy Umamusume and do all manners of like intense grind work in order to have like super strong Umamusumes despite being a free-to-play player, and I don't have that kind of patience. So I don't expect that there's a lot of people who would be super interested in watching many more Umamusume streams. I mean, if that is an incorrect assumption and you're like, oh, this is an interesting racing sim game, despite the fact that these are hoist goyles, then feel free to say so in the comments of the stream archive or whichever. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with free to play, and in fact I encourage free to play, especially for anyone under 18. I don't think anyone under 18 should be paying with and stealing mommy or daddy's credit card to buy carrots or or anything. Dog is interested. All right. Well, we'll see. Because there are some characters that are, well, they're known characters, right? They're known horses, and some have weird personalities. Gold Chip being the staple of the strange personality hoist. Or Sakura Bakshin O that we mentioned, who is one of the best sprinter horses around. And for some reason in the Umamusume universe, they made her... Well, I started the stream playing her theme song, and I might end the stream playing her theme song just for the trolls. But because I'm going to be completing the career and since it's already 5 p.m., I'm going to be moving on to not streaming. So I'm going to be, ending the stream. And we're going to finish the career playthrough, see that I get a B+ here. I've never gotten a character with an A. Maybe I will in time. I'm not sure. It's going to take a long time before I get to A, I believe, in free-to-play. But characters that get to B+ rank have a good chance of winning the URA finale. So if you're just a free-to-play player B plus is like all you need. It's true that every horse have their personalities, but some are strange. Some are strange. Some are silent Suzuka or special weak, and they're just, for example, a bubbly little girl or a shy, silent one, but some are strange. Right, because Grass Wonder just appears to be a modest, shy girl, I guess, is the way they portrayed a Grass Wonder in the game. And now this is one of the ways they get you, right? They give you rewards that you collect, and then you come back to collect your rewards and stuff. And you see all the stuff that I won. Wow, I get all this stuff. I'll edit the team later on, because all we want now is to go to the jukebox and play Bakushin's theme with the power of Bakushin. Bakushin, 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 Bakushin. Okay, well, with that, this is the stream. And, you know, if you do want another career, let me briefly show you the hoist girls I do have, because some of them I don't have, and I'm not willing to, like, spend all the scouting to get them necessarily. So right now, this is the field I have. Special Week, Silent Suzuka, Tokai Teo, Gold Ship, Mishiro McQueen, I have Mayano Top Gun, I have Smart Falcon, I have Narita Taishin, I have Vodka, I have Daiwa Scarlet, Grass Wonder, of course, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do this career. I've got El Condor Pasa, Air Groove, I have Mejiro Ryan, I have Agnes Tachyon, I have Winning Ticket, Sakura Bakushin O, Super Creek, Haru Urara, the adorable Haru Urara, was a heartbreaker of a career mode. I don't think I'd be ever able to finish a career mode with Haru Urara. I don't think I have what it takes. Okay, try to pronounce this one. Good luck. You got Still in Love. Oh. I've never actually had a career. I've never tried running a career of Mati Kanefuku Kitaru. And I won't be able to, I'll have to say Mati all the time, right? Nice Nature. And finally, King Halo. And those are the Umamusumes I have for now. Of course, there's the possibility of scouting more. But at the moment, the scout pulls are variants of Mayano Top Gun and Air Groove. And I'm not really interested in those. I think I want to save my carrots for, you know, in later on and see what I can get. But I'm not really interested in trying to get these. So I'm not going to be scouting for new hoist girls anytime soon. Why wouldn't they say their own name, Cat? They're like Pokemon, right? Okay, I already can't take the Bakushin theme anymore. it's too much. Are they getting married? But to who? They are only hoist girls, Cat. I don't think. Oh right, yeah, that is weird. They have the marriage, the Racing Hearts Beauty in Bloom racing attire versions of Air Groove and Mayano Top Gun that I already have in their non-wedding dresses. And yeah, there are no horse boys, so we don't know. I mean, it's 2025. There's no problem with having hoist girls that are into hoist girls and marry other hoist girls. I think the deviant art community would be all in favor of this. I think, right? I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of honeymoon art running around in the more awful areas of the web. I mean, obviously, you know that exists. You know, I'm not gonna Google for it, but you know that exists. We all know it exists. We don't even need to search. We know it exists. Anyway, that's it for now. In the comments below, if you want to see another career mode, mention who you'd like to see a run from for a future stream, because it's, I mean, these are, I mean, it's not an immensely difficult stream for me to do. I just load up the game, do the career, and one career apparently lasts, if I do it wrong, like I just did, a decent amount of time. We got a full stream out of one career. Yeah, so all right, but leave the comment in the archive of the stream so that it stays for later, because the chat, obviously, I tend to lose it, and my memory is like really terrible. I mean, they imply the Hoist girls breed with humans, but do they? I don't think they do. Anyway, a Super Creek stream could be, yeah, it could be interesting. All right, well, I'll see you next time, though. Usually we have streams on Wednesdays and stuff, and I think Sten is wanting to have the Wednesday streams at some other time instead of the, so there's going to be some changes in future. I don't know what's going to happen. Might end up playing Peak with Dutch again and stream that in another time, but otherwise I might easily pull up Umamusume, but no point in adding horse ears to a Flu's avatar cat, because there are no Hoist boys, only Hoist goyles. Only Hoist goyles. That's Umamusume, and Musume is goyles, not boys. Okay, this is it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. 夜はアロマを炊きたいんだけど、ウォッカがやめろって言うのよね。